Good evening and welcome to RSF1 Tier 1 division. We are around Germany tonight. You're joined by myself, Shane, who'll be streaming for you. And his first time in the commentary box, we've also got Braver Container. How are you, Braver? You alright, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Good man,
Getting
good
excited to let's get this qualifying started.
Yeah, it'll be good. He was putting a good show, these boys do. So yeah, I'm also joined. Karoon just messaged us. Have you guys included your audio?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to get your audios included, boys? You both in?
Yeah, man.
Good. So we're doing today. Obviously, we always do an interview normally with the teams beforehand. I've lost track of where I'm at. So we're joined by the championship leaders in F1. See how they think the season's going so far, while we wait for everything to get going. So we'll start with the current championship leader, Dyslexic, who's on 154 points. Hush follows him behind on 150. You've then got Skunkburner on 136, who would have got in, but he's got no mic. And Karoon on 120, who I'm guessing is a Bab Eyes. So Dyslexic, obviously, you're currently leading the championship by a very small margin of 4 points. Were you expecting this at this stage of the season?
I don't know. I was expecting to at least be, top 5. But yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, I think I've just been having fun, mate. I mean, all my races so far have been me coming from like midfield or the back, a lot of them. So, I've just been enjoying it more than anything. So I'm just happy either way.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, Hush, who's also with us, he's only 4 points behind you. Do you class him as your main championship rival at this stage, or are you still looking back to Skunkburner and Karoon as well?
Well, I think Skunk and Karun are still definitely in it. I don't get, I think they're still going to be got good tracks for Karun coming up. I know that, and Skunk's just always quick. If if he gets a bit of luck, I think he'll be fine. So yeah, I think they're still going to be ones to contend for it.
Yeah. Obviously, Karoon's finally arrived. I'm guessing he was asleep. Hush, I believe up until last week you were leading the championship. I think it's been one of the first times this season you haven't been. Obviously, so far, your defence of the championship, you're still up there. You've still got a chance of defending it. Are you happy with how the season's gone so far?
Yeah. Every round's gone well, apart from Britain. Britain don't get along. Season 1 knocked me out in Q1, Season 2 knocked me out in Q1, so I don't want to go to Britain next season, but apart from this season, yeah, doing great apart from Britain.
Yeah. Alright, mate. And would you say Dyslexic's your main rival, or are you looking back again at Karoon and Skunk as well?
I'm not counting anyone out. Even if they're on like 20 points, I'm not counting them out. You never know. Someone could like just come like the next esports player, so you don't count anyone out.
Yeah, fair enough. Obviously, Karoon's finally joined us. I'm guessing you were a Vabi's Karoon.
Hello. Yeah. I was asleep. I'll kind of.
Just bear with me one second. Sorry.
What a bunch of lads.
Who the hell are they?
I don't know.
Right, boys. Sorry, I'm back with you again now. I forgot to set the party to invite only. Rookie mistake. Whose friends were they?
Not mine.
I'm pretty sure. No idea. Lads.
Yeah, I'm guessing you were asleep then, Karoon.
Yeah. I literally woke up like 1 minute past 8, and I kind of a little bit of poop came out. I'm not gonna lie. My eyes hurt.
You sound ready
Obviously,
for the race,
catching
mate.
you. Sorry, catch you just waking up. We're just having a quick interview with some of you guys who are up the top end there. Just a quick reminder, Dyslexics leading on 154, Hush on 150, Skunk on 136, you on 120. Were you expecting at this stage of the season to be in the battle for the championship?
I was expecting to be near the top. I don't know whereabouts I was gonna be, but I knew it was gonna be a few of the people that are here, like at the top. I just didn't know which order. There's still a lot of races to go, so everything can change.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Obviously, we've got Skunk in as well, but I know he hasn't got a mic. Bravey, you got any questions for the guys before they go and get the laps in?
No, not really. Strategy. You think you'll be having to use softs in the race?
Oh no! Oh
no, the weather report, shit.
Oh, baby!
I can tell by
Yes, finally.
Let's go.
But obviously, she's been begging for a wet race, and it sounds like we're actually going to have
Oh,
one. I
thank
hate
you.
to do the weather, but there we go. Right, wet weather. Predictions, boys. Dyslexic, who's going to win?
No idea, mate. It could be anyone.
Okay, Hush.
I'm hoping me. I've done like an hour practice, so this better pay off.
Okay, so there's the vain one of the three. Karoon?
Someone on a pad.
There's me gone.
Okay. Right, boys. I'll let you get to it then. It's going to be an interesting Q2 if we're starting in wet. Everyone will be on the soft, so this should be fun to watch. Nice one for joining us. Good luck in your race, and who knows, we could be seeing these three again at the end.
Shane, mate, you got it the wrong way round. No one's starting on any softs.
No, I mean, in Q2 they'll be running the softs because they're not going to be starting on that tyre.
What you said was starting on the softs.
Go throw some water over your face, Karoon. Wake yourself up, mate.
I will get a drink, and actually, I'm gonna be a little sneaky little guy, and I'm gonna leave the game quick and get a wet setup. So BRB.
Good luck. Catch you in a bit.
Alright, cheers. See you guys.
Ciao, ciao. Right, so that's three of the four at the top. I would have liked to get Skunk in as well, but he hasn't got a mark, unfortunately. So, just to tap Bravey, I never asked, with it being your first one, you have included your audio, aren't you, in the party?
Yeah, my audio is included.
Yeah. Sort of make sure. Oh, finally we've got a car going out. It's one of the pink ones. Bravey, have you any idea what TOEIP stands for?
No, I'm not sure, do you?
No. I thought it was the only way is pink, but apparently it's not.
Is it?
Force
No, Schultz is out.
The Racing Point boys.
He's out what?
Don't show. Yeah, I've just on him now. So I am now in the chat as well, guys. If you want to give anyone a shout out, predictions or anything like that. Sorry about the quiet spell there, guys. Children, never leave you alone. Man with the cash says evening Bravey and evening all. What, don't I even get an evening anymore? Cash?
He said Eve Shane at the beginning.
Upset me. Oh, did he? Ah, right, okay, I've
Yeah.
only just gone up to it. Big up Braver container from Dan the Man. Dan the Van Man. Apparently Patronus says it's full wet the first 20 minutes.
You
Right
want to
then,
do
stay
a
on board and no shoals. See how he manoeuvres turn of 1. Stays in 7th, runs wide. That's an invalidation. Who have we got coming next? He says his teammate, Jakey Jake. I think we'll see a lot of that today, Bravey.
Yeah.
Come
Turn
a long
one
way
is-
from making songs in your room, mate. Apparently.
Turn 1 turn 1 is an extremely hard corner to master on this track because
Yeah, it is.
limits your amount of grip when turning into the
Keeps it
corner.
in. It'd be nice if that was from Jakey Jake. Ooh, little lock up there, the front right. A little bit wide on the exit. It affects you all the way down the straight, that does. Looking on the map there, I thought the McLaren boys might have been giving each other a toe, but it doesn't look like it. Down into the hairpin, another lock up on the front right. He's going to have to look after that in the race. Nice and flat throughout here in 7. Drop this down to 3rd. Front left lock up this time. He's enjoying a good lock up as Jakey Jake. Nice through there, they're riding the curbs. Not looking a bad lap this from Jakey Jake, to be fair. Oh, very easy to invalidate as well, coming out that last corner, but a 13.4 from Jakey Jake. Following him over, we've got one of the Renaults. Who was that? Mansell with the 111.7. And McLaren's next. Oh, no. They're slipstreaming each other, I think. Looks like the Devil's giving Verstappen a toe this time. That was on an outlap. That's on an outlap. See what Gary can do. 111.7 the time to beat at the minute. And it's a 112.2 from Gary in P2 at the moment.
No, Scholes is about to cross the line again.
He's a 12.0 P2. And Darf's validated on his debut. Currently filling in the Alpha. No, Jake didn't go again. Verstappen is the next man. See what he's got. 111.9 from Verstappen. Renault coming over. No time set.
I think it's Mr. Pigeon next to cross the line.
It is, mate. Yeah, thank you. Andrew Alpha in the chat supporting the
12.9.
Red Bull boys tonight. Pigeon with the 1280s on the mediums. The Devil out on the hards as well. I think that must have just been for the toe. DP Roberts says hashtag Team Alpha. I think Team Alpha have had enough points this week, mate. Days Rombus crosses the line. He's on the mediums also with the 12.8. Vettel's gone purple, sector 1. And Aldalf did. Oh, I think Aldalf is just behind one of the Renaults. Is that Vettel is behind? It is. That was actually coming around set of time on the hard, surprisingly. It's not a bad time, 13.6 for the hards. See what Vettel's got yet to set a time in the Renault. Eldaf looks to be getting quicker behind him, though he may have been slowed down a little bit with the dirty air, so.
Bit
11.5 from Vettel,
Ooh,
nice.
Alf.
Delph, I thought he was going quicker. 11.5, he probably lost time as well behind Vettel. Good to see the Banana Boys though up at the front end for a change.
Next is Skunk Burner to cross the line.
What Skunk's got, he's on the softs. It's going to be an 11.2 from Skunk.
Serious person, beating his teammate by 3/10.
Yeah, he's quick, isn't he, though, Skunk? Anyone else having issues with the stream?
Stream looks fine on my end.
Yeah, it looks fine to me as well, just checking. Yeah, everyone says stream's good. Purple set to 2 from Aussie. Stick with him, see what he's got. Aldalf though on his debut. Alfa Romeo bloody 1 and 2 at the minute. I'm sick of seeing that. Who'd you race for, Bravey?
Mercedes. Just got a full-time seat. So,
Aussie goes P2.
let's hope Dyslexic can put up a good performance on Skadoosh. Ozza splitting the 2 alphas with a 11.4.
Let's get a beer from the fridge. Right, who's next? Racing Point.
He invalidated his lap.
Jake. Did he? Toro next. Gina's in. Gary that's just come over. Lando. It says Lando, see what Lando's got. 14.6. Must have invalidated somewhere. Oh, that could have been his out lap, I suppose. No, he's completed a lap. Karoon, very aggressive there into turn 1. Scumbean is actually up on his time at the minute.
Extended his lead by
1:11.1. Definitely got some pace. Dave Rhombus goes 11th with a 12.8 at the moment. John Digweed just starting his lap. Let's follow John's lap.
Lando's crossing the line. With a...
Wait, sorry.
Lando with an 11.7.
Nice.
Got some
Got a bit of traffic. Easton's pulled over. Skunkbean has pulled over. See what he's got.
Bush. Splitting Ozza and Skunkburner with an 11.2.
Nice.
It's a great lap, is that?
For a bit of traffic, John, but yellow flag set to 1. Looks like just someone slowing down. Let someone past.
Yeah, it's Bush for them.
Oh, a bit wide there. John manages not to invalidate. Now onto the tricky third sector.
Bush seems to be giving his teammate Days the tour down sector 2. Where
They do help each other
Parabolica
out
is.
a lot, the Ferrari boys do. And John Digweed, he's gaining 11.6, nice. Let's follow Rhombus, currently in 15th, obviously just picked up the toe as you mentioned. Currently nearly 9 tenths up on his time, so he'll be hoping to get into the 11s himself as well. I think you're definitely going to need an 11 here, I think, to get through. So over the line, 11.5, good enough for P4 at the moment. Easton just started his lap. Dyslexic coming towards the end of his lap. He's another guy I'd expect to see shoot up towards the front. low to mid 11s. Ooh, only 11-7. Look who's coming through. What's going with him is going to improve again then. Skidoo's picking up the toe off Dyslexic. Oh, it's a big toe. As soon as Dyslexic pulled away from that toe, he lost speed. See if Skadoosh can put himself into the 11s.
Easton crosses the line. Oh no, he had an invalidated. He's invalidated it again at the Lord curve.
He's not got a lot of time either. Skadoosh squeezes into the 11s with an 11.6 P8 at the moment. So we've still got, I mean, Max is who's still in the pits. No signs of him coming out. See what Pigeon sat in 6/10 up, he'll be open for an 11. Yeah, just an 11.9. Wasn't good enough for P12. Rombus and Hush just both retired. They're obviously more than happy with what they've done so far. Tomo says, evening gents, good luck in your first comms, Braver can take it. J Locker says, come on Easton.
Yeah, Easton only has one more lap left to set a good lap. Should be looking
Devil, another
for
man in the 11s, P6.
about an 11.7.
Yeah, we've got a club forming. We get this quite a lot in F1. The 11.5 club. Stay on board with Easton. See if we can... oh, he's invalidated it. Oh no, it's not invalidated. Or is it? It must be
Yeah, it is
down to 0 ERS. He's got, providing he's got the fuel, he has enough time to get round. Mek Zizou isn't even coming out of the pits. Stay on board with Jakey Jake. Oh no, he's not on a lap. Bother Karoon. Stick with Gary in the Haas. He's currently sat in 18th.
Fastest sector 2 for Gary.
Oh, it never come up for me. The 11.4 from Gary, that should definitely keep him safe. Karoon's next, what's he going to do? Oh no, Karoon's down. Obviously made a mistake somewhere. Easton coming round for his last chance.
Mex in the Williams has stayed in the pits.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's gone on there. Verstappen in 16th,
session.
having to come through traffic, unfortunately. And he's boxed. So Verstappen's out. Mek Zizou's obviously out. Jakey Jake is out.
Easton's the last one to settle up.
Karoon's out. Wow. It's all down to Easton now, whether Pigeon's in or out.
He's already done 3 laps on the soft, so it's going to be a bit of a stretch to get 15th.
Oh, Pigeon's improved. Lando's the man in threat at the moment. I think he's on a lap as well. No, he's in the pits. Yeah, it's not nice, Jakey Jake. Be ready for a party invite, mate. You can tell us all about it in a minute. I'll get Braver send you an invite. Oh, Easton's pulled out. He's into the pits. That's it then. We're all done. Do you want to send Jakey Jake a party
Yes.
invite, Braver? Good man. So that's it then. It's the end of qualifying one. We're losing some really quick drivers. Verstappen, Jakey Jake, Karoon, Mexes who didn't go out, not sure why, and also Easton. He's been performing quite well lately, Easton has, so he'll be a little bit disappointed to be starting from the back of the grid, but wet session, changeable weather conditions, who knows? Who knows what could happen? So the guys going through to Q2, we expect everyone to be running softs in Q2 that's seen the weather. Skunkburner, Hush, Dyslexic, Gary, Ozzy, No Shoals, John Digweed, Mansell, Dave Rhombus, Al Dalf on his debut, The Devil, Vettel, Skadoosh, Pigeon, and Lando. The guys that have missed out are Verstappen, Jakey Jake, Karoon, Zizou, Easton. For the guys that set a time, they're only separated by a second, 6/10 between first and 15th. So it's going to be close. Well, you better not be blah blah blahing me louder.
Is it a full wet
Oh,
race?
Jakey Jake's got no mic. Let's get Easton in. Invite Easton if you can.
Yeah, okay. Is it going to be a wet race throughout the whole thing?
I've seen someone say 20 minutes of full wet, so it may transition over to intermediates. I don't know if we're going to see any dry weather, but... Oh no, apparently it's drying up at the end.
Yeah, so...
Oh, aimed at Alpha. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Louder. Sorry,
Yeah,
Ray, go
people
on,
are
mate.
starting to go on mediums and hards because they might be wanting to save a pair of softs, set of softs at the end, in case it does dry up.
I'm surprised, really. Mansell's leading the way. How's it going, Easton? You alright, mate?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Have you included your audio?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, you're a bit quiet, buddy. Obviously, I'm guessing that wasn't the qualifying you were hoping for. You've shown some good pace over the past few races. What was it? Just kept invalidating, or?
Yeah, basically I kept invalidating the laps before and I only just ran out of fuel at the end. So I just peeled off into the pits.
Is that why you died then?
Yeah.
I mean, how was your pace round here?
It was dreadful anyways. I wouldn't be too shocked if I was getting knocked out anyways.
Right, okay. So what you're hoping for from back there? You're hoping to maybe just squeeze in a couple of points?
Yeah, hopefully. Full wet race. Loving it. So
Yeah, I've seen that. It's wet racing. It's in transition over to dry, isn't it, I believe?
yep, I'm going to be loving it. I love rain.
Yeah, I mean, last night, I don't know if anyone watched the F4 race, but there was a few guys last night that took advantage of a safety car and put the inters on it. It turned out to be a fantastic call from them. So, Jay Locker pointed out that Easton, he is the Red Bull bottler, not you. I totally agree with him. He bottles things all the time. But no, I'll let you crack on, mate. Braver, have you got any questions? Sorry, before you.
Are you expecting to gain a lot of positions in the race? Are you
Just good.
alright in the wet? Or
Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty decent in the wet. Just turn one, I'll take it cautious and try and pick up pieces that anyone spins out or crashes out. That's what I'm really hoping for off the start, to be honest with you.
Yeah, fingers crossed, mate. Who knows? We could see a magnificent drive from you. Magnificent? Can't say the word. We could see a magnificent... I can't say it. What's going on? I've only had half a beer. We'll go with great drive, mate, from you, and we could see it at the end in the changeable conditions on the podium.
Yep, let's hope so.
Right, go on then, mate. I'll let you crack on and watch the rest of quali. Unlucky, and good luck in the race.
Okay. See yous.
See you in a bit, mate. Cha-cha. So now coming over setting times, Ozza with a 12-1, Dyslexic 12-2, 12-4 from Lando on the
Next across
softs,
the line is
Mansell with a
Skadoosh.
12-4,
Nope,
Skadoosh,
must have invalidated.
to Haas, Gary. He's invalidated as well. Toros, Pigeon,
Next,
he's
yeah.
also invalidated. Who's behind Mr. Pigeon? Is that John Digweed? He says. See what John Digweed's got. I'm really surprised to see people on the mediums.
Yeah, well, like they said, it could be drying up at the end, so you might want to switch to softs towards the end of the race.
2-1's horrible as well, let alone in the wet. 12-3 from John Digweed. Nice time. Purple final sector. That's on the mediums.
Next is Mansell, who is pitching.
Mansell is not on a lap. Pigeon either.
Alf, no.
Lando gone again. Lando. He's had a cool down lap and then going again. Ozzy behind's probably done the same thing. So we're probably looking at Pigeon.
Skadoosh is coming across the line.
Skadoosh.
12-9.
12-9 from Skadoosh, only good enough for P6. Racing point to no shoals, invalid. Gary again. He's 12-7. And we're back to Pigeon. We're not back to Pigeon. Is that Lando again? Who's dyslexic? He's not on a lap.
Yeah, Pigeon's next across the line.
Right, first time. Very wide last quarter. 11-7 though on the softs. Renault next. Vettel's on an out lap. John Digweed's gone to the pits. Ozza coming back through again. Yeah, see what Ozza's got. So hoping to improve. 1:12.1. Doesn't quite improve. Pretty close to matching his time. Skadoosh is invalidated. Racing point and no shoals. (12-3) on the mediums.
Next is Gary again to cross the line on mediums. Set him up time.
Yeah, that's him. It's been the same again, has he?
Yeah, he didn't beat it.
See if dyslexic can improve. (12-1). Ooh, pretty close to Ozza there. 12-103 for Ozza, 12-104 for dyslexic. Missed El Dash sneaking in there as well. P1, 1:17.7. Showing some good pace. Wonder if some of these guys haven't checked the weather. Naughty Eastern Patronus, well, what's he done? 12-4 from Gary. McLaren on an outlap. Well, she's literally just coming out the pits to give his teammate a tow and see how this works. Rhombus is pulled out of his lap already, made a mistake, turn 1. That was invalidated. Get on board with the skunk. What have you been told, Patronus? Share with the group, mate. See what Skunk can do on the mediums. Can he beat a 12-1? He can. 12-0. Makes him the quickest medium runner at the moment. Vettel SF is having a 3-week break, I believe. Not sure if he's down to family or whatnot, but he won't be on the grid for the next 3 weeks.
Dazed crosses the line. 18.5. Must have made a mistake somewhere.
You can't say till you see the club. Oh, you're thinking he's blocked someone in qualifying then, Patronus? Oh, this fell. Sorry, Braver, go on, mate.
Oh no, I was just saying Dazed crossed the line and made a mistake somewhere. An 18.5.
Yeah, he made a mistake at turn 1.
Oh,
so
yeah.
he swapped over now.
Yeah.
Message me personally, Patronus, let me know. I'm curious now.
Push sets a fastest sector 2.
Yeah, he's getting fast ushers.
Great lap.
10-9. First man into the 10s. Very, very nice. The Mercedes and the Toros look too similar. I can never tell them apart. On the map, on the full track map.
Yeah, I sometimes get mixed up with McLaren and Haas.
Douche 11-7. Dyslexic on his out lap. Lando. 11-7 from Lando, puts himself in P4 at the moment. Yellow flag sector 1. I think the mates are doing a bit of a tow again. I think they got a bit closer there than they would have liked, the mate boys.
Dazed set a fastest sector 2. So, going around the penultimate corner. Last turn. 11.2.
1:11.2.
So it's the 2 Ferraris leading this qualifying session so far.
Just give me 2 secs, mate, sorry.
Skadoosh crosses the line. Must have been validated somewhere. Next is Ozza. 11-1, splitting the 2 Ferraris. Great lap play by Ozza.
Right guys, really sorry about that. Oh, they're picking up toes themselves there, they're the Renault boys as well. Nice toe from Mansell, let's stick with him, see what he can do. Well, she's retired, obviously feels safe, which you probably should do with that time. Be surprised if anyone beats it, let alone him anywhere near getting knocked out. Mansell's 8/10 up in sector 2. Oh, Dyslexic in front, gets out of the way nicely. close to invalidation. 11.2 as well from Mansell. That's a nice time. Very, very nice time. Dave Roberts retired. He's happy with his time. Daft probably has been surprised that he's had to go out again. We're very close together, all the alphas. And someone on a lap. Oh, it looks like he's on a lap. You still there, Bravey?
Yeah, I'm here. No shoals, so it's fastest sector 2.
Oh, let's get on board with no shoals. Don't be afraid to interrupt me, mate, for something. Oh, no shoals, very wide. Still managed in the 11.7. Oh, he's cut the first corner, 30 seconds to go. No shoals is out. Skunkburn is also invalidated. He's going to need to go again. John Digweed take the first corner. It's quite nice for him, to be fair. Skadushi's off the track. He's going to be out as well.
Skunk's invalidated his lap time. So it's Alf. Dalf.
Oh, he's got wide. Oh, no.
Can he stay and get into Q3 though?
Hey, it's got to be a big ask. You've got some quick people out there on laps. You have got Skadushi who's not on a lap and no shoals.
Yeah, Skunk is on his lap
Lando. Yeah, Lando's on a lap, John's on a lap, and you definitely expect Skunk to improve as well.
No, shoals is invalidated, he's out of Q2.
Yeah. See what John Digweed can do. Doesn't need much. Top 10's at 11.709. He's currently on an 11.771. Oh, 11.3 from John, pushes himself in, pushes Aldaf out. Skunk could be pushing Pidgeon out here. Purple sector 2.
Lando fails to get into Q3. Next is Skunk.
$10.9 from Skunk. Pushes Pidgeon out. Hi mate, do you want to invite Aldaf?
Will do.
On his debut race. Right, so the guys we'll see battling this out for pole. The S-Ports are both bananas in Q3. We have Hush, Skunk, Ozzy, Gary, Mansell, Rhombus, John Digweed, Vettel, Dyslexic and the Devil. The guys unfortunately that are missing out are Mr. Pidgey Munch in 11th, Aldaf in 12th, 13th is RSF1 Lando, 14th is RSF1 Skadoosh, and 15th is No Shoals. Just going to send Aldaf an invite, because he'll know.
I've invited him.
He might not realise.
He joins.
I'm thinking he's probably thinking he was brave
Yeah.
because he's new, isn't he? So
Yeah.
it's whether he knows whether he's got access to the stream or not. Oh, interesting. We have rain in Q3.
Light rain, I think it might still be softs.
Yeah, I'm expecting. There we go. We can hear an engine going. Soft tyres. A lot of movement going on in the garages now.
Yeah, the first out is Alpha, which is Skunk Burner.
Yeah, we're going to see some very quick outlaps here as well. Unfortunately, mate, if they get these lap times in on the softs, this could be a very, very boring session. Once they get the laps in, we could go 5 minutes without seeing a lot. Who's still in the pits? John Digweed's still in the pits.
Yeah, I imagine there's going to be a rush to get out on a lap. Because I don't think you'll be able to set a very quick win on the inters by the time you
Right,
get
just bear
to the
with me
last 5
1
minutes
second,
of
stream.
falling.
Stream will pause for 1 second, bear with me. Sorry, I was just checking. El Dafford messaged me, he hasn't got a mic.
Ah, okay. Would you like to invite someone else?
No, they're about to start the laps now, and this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
going to be the exciting part of Q3, I think.
Do you want to do an on board with Skunk?
Yeah, let's go. Do you want to run through it? I'm on board with it.
Yeah, okay. Going into Nord curve, going down a gear into gear 6. Revving the engine a lot, sticking it into 8th, going down 5 gears into gear 3. Trying to use as much of the apex as possible on the exit going into the straight. The RS as quickly as possible. Getting as close to the curb as you can on the inside. Braking nice and late, going into the hairpin. Sticking into gear 1. Fast right hander, riding the curb a lot there, going down into gear 3. Hitting the curb again there, the apex. Losing the back end a bit. Then riding this curb all the way down into that fast right hander in gear 6. Using as much of the track as possible, sticking it in gear 3, going through this long left hander. Then sector 3, trying to keep it as stable as possible. And the last turn, using as much of the track as you can. And across a line with 17.5.
What's this next? 18.1. Push for the 17.9. Mansell. Oh, we've lost RSF1 Vettel. I think he's retired in the pits. Devil comes over. Gary. John Digweed's still in the pits. So, John Digweed's put the inters on. It's not going to be inters. He's going to be in the 21s on the inters, I think. (19.4) DRS disabled. RSF1 Vettel's left the session. Can you get him an invite back, please, Braver?
Yes, I'll try.
Oh, I'm wondering if we missed that. Someone's put Vettel's crashed.
His car is in the pits.
Yeah, it has going down as a DNF, so he has crashed. Fortunate team. See how John gets on these inters. I can't see that. Oh, he's still in the pits. He's not going out.
John Digweed's coming out in the inters.
Is he actually coming out? Is he now?
Yes.
I don't think that's going to work for him. I think we're probably going to see a lot of the guys that are entering the pits now. We're just going to retire.
DRS is disabled as well.
Yeah. I'd be surprised to see him go any quicker than any of the soft times. So I'm predicting maybe around the 21s. Who was that, sorry?
Gary. It's definitely not the track for softs anymore. So Hush has set inters on and is coming back out.
I'm surprised at that. Do they really think they can improve? There we go, Devil's retired.
Skunk might be coming out on inters.
I mean, let's see if we can see sector 1. 16.6 sector 1 from Skunk. Let's see what John does in sector 1. Mansell's retired as well, Oz is retired. Oh, very wide at turn 1.
Vettel's drawn back, which is good.
18.3 at sector 1, nearly 2 seconds off what Skunk did.
John Digweed's invalidated. Probably at turn 1.
Don't know why I'm not getting that. Oh, I've changed the map, the track map.
Yeah, I think you have to go to minimap first and then go back onto full track.
Oh, there we go. We learn something new every day. I didn't know that. Oh, John! Just kept that out the wall. Don't watch Hush. Again, 16.6 from Skunk. John Digg was nearly 2 seconds off that. (18.2) from Hush. He's 1.2 seconds down on his personal best. The only thing I can think, and the reasoning behind them going out now, and it wouldn't surprise me now that I think about it, is I wouldn't be surprised if these guys are filled full of fuel, and what they're actually doing is checking traction. Checking where the traction is ready for the race.
Yeah.
Give them a general idea.
Yeah, it's vitally important to stay off the curbs when it's raining.
Yeah, it is. Oh, John, good save, good save. That's a great save from him. (22.7). Yeah, dyslexic's gone out. That's the only reasoning I can think for why they're out on track. I can't see any other reason than looking for the traction zones and just getting a feel for what the track's going to be like wet. Obviously, I believe the conditions in the race are full wet, whereas these are inters, but it'll give them a better idea than no idea whatsoever. Worst thing in the world is having a dry qualifying and a wet race because you've no idea. I mean, obviously not for only for turn 1, but you've no idea for turn 2 where your braking zone's going to be, not the volume.
Yeah, it's also important because people who haven't practiced for a wet race, they already know where to brake from if they haven't done any practice outside of qualifying.
Yeah. I'm bored with Hush at the minute. Yeah, they're not trying to improve on times at all. This is just a let's go out and have a feel sort of drive for him now for the last few minutes. It's going to be interesting as well because I've no idea where these guys' pace is in the wet. I've no idea who's quick in the wet and who's not because this is the first wet race we've had this season.
Yeah. Yeah, they're majorly down on the lap times, so it must just be to get a good feel of the track.
Yeah, it's the only reason I can think, mate. Gives us a bit of quiet time before the race, I suppose. Once, Skunk Venus not got a mark, so we won't get an interview with the pole position today. Really need to get a mark, you do, Skunk. Do you want to send Hush an invite for me, mate? If you don't
Yeah,
mind?
yeah, will do.
Alright, Hush, have you included your audio, buddy? You there, Hush?
Yeah, I just said I have. If you didn't hear me.
Oh, sorry, you're a bit quiet. Obviously, I've jumped you in. Skunk hasn't got a mic, so we need to do something past the time. As soon as you come into Q3 there and saw it raining, was it just a case of rushing to make sure your fuel and everything was right to get out the pits and get your lap in on soft as quick as you possibly could?
I've told him on this because I was like, let's stay in the pits for a couple of minutes. I was like, on the snow, just go straight out because I got a feeling it's going to rain. That's where being a Williams driver helps you, but yeah, I think Skunk had the advantage. He had like a good 10 seconds on me, so yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, the only guy to miss out on that was John Digweed. Obviously, I mean, you've ended up P2 in the end. You've been crying out for wet weather, which you've now got. Are you hoping to get Skunk in the early stages and sort of pull away?
That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping for a 20-second lead at some point if I do lead the race. Being optimistic.
Just a bit of an insight into what was going on then in qualifying. I expected everybody to retire as soon as he got back to the pits, but you went back out again. Was that although conditions are going to be different for the start of the race, was that to get a general feel of what it could be like when you get to the race?
Me and Mum both agreed to go out, do a bit of practice, because at some point it will go to inters, and it'll give a good indication of what the wet will be like. So it was practice. I was doing race runs, I wasn't actually pushing. So yeah.
Yeah, find much out about the track with that?
It's hard. Especially sector
It's
3.
hard. How was turn 1?
Well, my setup, turn 1 is very nice. It's so smooth.
Okay. So you're expecting to be totally fine, no issues turn 1?
It depends. If I'm side by side with Skunk, I think an incident might happen in this conditions.
My advice to you would be if you side by side with Skunk and come turn 1 and you're in the inside, pull out.
It all depends.
Pull out. Right, mate, I'll let you go get ready for the race now. Obviously, everyone's lining up, getting everything sorted and together. Well done on your P2. And fingers crossed we see you at the end. Obviously, you're very confident on being here. And I'm guessing you're hoping to regain your championship lead. I think the Dyslexics down in P4, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
So
Just want to say something. It just said in the race, it's got 3 lines instead of the rain, so it's going to be even worse.
It's got what? Sorry.
It's got the 3 lines instead of the rain. Like,
Oh, so it's like extreme weather.
Oh,
it's even worse.
monsoon. I've
Yeah.
seen that once with Patron. Me and Patronus did a session in the wet. It might have been around here, and visibility was terrible. Terrible. You couldn't see anything. It was not long after the game first came out, and visibility was so bad. So, yeah, monsoon, very heavy rain halfway through monsoon. So it's going to be interesting. But go on, mate, go get yourself sorted. Good luck in the race.
Shout out to Germany. I'm wearing that
Good luck,
Germany
mate.
helmet. So yeah, good luck.
Good luck, mate. Sorry, Braver. I'd normally seen if you've got any questions yourself, but with them being on the grid,
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
didn't want to try and rush out. But yeah, monsoon conditions. Me and Patronus, and it was around Germany that we messed about in a session. Invisibility was so poor from a driving standard. So it's going to be interesting to see how they deal with that. What we'll do once you're ready up, buddy, is I'll run through the drivers with the camera, and you say who they are essentially.
Yeah,
You've
yeah,
watched the
okay.
streams before, you know how it goes, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know it's your first one. You've been a bit quiet, but if you see something in the race, don't be afraid to interrupt me.
Yeah, no worries.
It's going to be interesting turn one. I don't like turn one in the wet when I'm all by myself, let alone surrounded by cars.
I don't even like it in the dry.
No, neither do I. Good evening, lads. Germany 29 rewind. I hope so. Not sure what that's for. Yeah, I was doing practices Sunday afternoon for turn one. Purposely oversteering the car, which is something you're going to experience, and then
Yeah.
practicing saving for get ready because I knew during the race at some stage I'd have issues at turn one, so I like prepare myself for corners like that. And get used to saving it. Being on the other hand, while we're waiting for them ready up, obviously you went back down to F5, which is where you should have been originally.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Last week, you got your race win, didn't you? Last week, I believe.
Yeah. Started second and then just led the race. But I'm in a
Good race.
Mercedes now.
Strong
Let's
track for
change
you,
that
Britain.
from. Let's change it from second last for the Mercedes in all tiers to further up. But yeah, not a massive fan of Britain. I just don't dislike it.
So you get on this week at Germany. You expecting
Yeah.
strong things from Germany?
Well, in Britain it were raining, so in Germany, in the dry I'll probably struggle no matter what. So I hope I can pull off some points, top 5.
Fingers crossed, mate.
Yeah.
With the cash says armband's ready. He says, Braver, you're doing well, buddy. You are, mate. You're doing a good job.
Cheers. Alright, everyone's readied up now.
We're all ready now. We're starting from the back of the grid, mate. So we're
Yep. Want me to take everyone through the grid order?
yes, mate. Yeah, I'll just move the camera.
Alright, so starting in last place is RSF1 Eastern. Then in the Williams is Mex Zizou. 18th, RSF1 Karum. 17th, Jakey Jake in the Racing Point. RSF1 Verstappen in 16th. Splitting On the other side of Verstappen is No Scholz in 15th. 14th in the Mercedes is RSF1 Skadoosh, followed by RSF1 Lando Norris. Just Lando. Alf Dalf in 12th. 11th, Mr. Pigeon Munch in the Toro Rosso. 10th is RSF1 Vettel, who crashed out in Q3. 9th, John Digweed in the Williams. 8th is Gary. 7th, RSF1 Mansell. 6th in the Ferrari, Dazed Rhombus. 5th, the Devil. 4th, Dyslexic in the Mercedes. 3rd is Ozza in the Red Bull. 2nd is Hush. And pole position is Skunk Burner in the Alfa Romeo. So everyone trying to keep the tyres nice and cool, nice and warm. Skunk holding everyone up though, so Easton can catch up. But yeah, you wanting to lead the first lap?
Yes, mate, no worries. Jay Locker says you and him are getting a podium tomorrow, apparently. Right then, waiting for the last guys line up.
I sure hope so, Jay Locker.
Easton's in his box and we're ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And away they go for the German Grand Prix in monsoon conditions. Hush has instantly got a flyer. What a start! Hush is already a car length ahead of him before they got to turn 1. That's a fantastic start. He's going to have to go defensive though, coming down into the hairpin. He's already defensive at turn 2.
No Scholz receiving a 5-second penalty. Collision with Jake.
That's his teammate. Oh.
Both racing points and
Well,
dropped to the back of the grid order.
See, Scott makes a little move to the outside, but he's just not close enough. He's gone to sweep underside Hush. That's going to give him the inside line. Oh, he just hasn't got the traction. Dyslexic's got past Ozzy in the meantime. No, he hasn't. The side by side. I'll take that back. Oh. Ozzy's trying to hold it in there. The Devil's just watching him very carefully from behind. Ozzy's still there. He just will not give it up. Dyslexic was actually surprised to see him there still. Finally, Dyslexic gets
It's
the position
3 wide
made.
going into that fast right-hander at the end of sector 2.
Oh, Dave Rhombus has left the session. Can you get him invite back, mate, please?
Yeah, will do.
Oh, we're
I
off
think
there.
Rosso's
Mr.
been
Pigeon
spun.
looked like he got a bit of a shove up the rear from somebody.
Who am I inviting back?
Dazed Rhombus.
Yeah.
Karoon's in the pits, lap 1. Be happy with that. John Digweed's just dropped down the order a little bit. Doesn't seem to have damage. Oh, a little bit of a twitch there. Nearly sent him into Skadoosh. Managed to keep hold of it. Skadoosh is having a look around the inside of 2, 3 even.
It's 3 wide now with the Red Bull.
Oh, they're still there. Let's go on with Easton. He's right in behind Skadoosh. They're going to be 3 wide into the hairpin. Oh, battle's going on behind him as well.
John Digweed's
They all
pulled out
turn in,
at
I
the
think.
last second.
Yeah, probably very clever from him, to be fair. He's pulled out of that. He's given the inside line potentially on Easton. Yeah, he's got the inside line. Side by side. Oh, a little bit of a touch sent him ski whiff there. Nothing in it though. Kept the car going. Alpha Daff on his debut was right inside the gearbox of RSF1 Vettel at the moment. Looks like Karoon was the only guy
Alfdalf
to pit, even
collides with Vettel. And Therefore,
bored, I never even
Verstappen
noticed.
loses his end plate and he's having to pit. Verstappen is pitting.
Oh, it's not what he will have wanted. I mean, up at the front, Skunk was hoping to pull away. These guys were 2 seconds ahead of Dyslexic when he got up to third place. He's now pulled that to under a second. And they've got a 2 second gap to Ozzy, who was already looking like he could be having a very lonely race here. 2.1
Lando
behind
might go
the
on
guys
the
up
inside
front.
of the hairpin for Mansell, but he pulls out. He's
Oh,
going
no,
for it
he
on
has,
the
he's there,
exit.
He's there.
Loss
Not
of
got
traction.
on the inside, unfortunately. John Digweed and Pigeon are fighting. John tries to hold the inside line, little touch on the grass, and Pigeon gets the move done up into 13th place. John Digweed's not had the best of starts here. Rhombus is back in now, he's on the back of Jakey Jake.
Yeah, he's dropped
Jakey
on the
Jake's
order by 10
got
positions.
damage. Yeah, he's got damage, Jakey Jake has. Front left.
Bush got an amazing start, straight off the line.
That start from Hush was unreal. Mansell runs wide in front of Lando there. Jakey Jake's in the pits to get that wing replaced. Lando going to try and have a look at Mansell down at the hairpin. Doesn't look close enough. Might think about it on the brakes though. No, brakes nice.
Nailed him last time on the exit. Ooh, he's clipped his gearbox. No damage though.
Lando's currently in a banana sandwich.
Safety car. Safety car.
Oh, what's that for?
Has someone lost it?
Not that I can see.
I don't see any yellow flag.
I think this could just be purely because of the conditions.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm on board with
extreme.
Lando at the minute, and visibility is terrible. This is going to do the guys that are a little bit further back a big favour. Crew and Verstappen and Jakey Jake, they're going to be ecstatic to see that safety car come out.
Gruen hasn't had a look since he woke back up, has he?
Well, I think he's still half asleep, mate. Yeah, it's a nice little silver lining for you, that Jakey Jake. What? Nothing, Patronus. I mean, is that what we think in the chat, guys?
Meps
I
is
don't know if
pitting
anyone knows of
with Pigeon.
Pigeon's in as well. I don't know if anyone knows of an incident that we've missed, unfortunately. But do we think the safety car is literally out purely down to the conditions?
Verstappen just about overtakes Pigeon and gets 17th position.
I mean, visibility is extremely poor.
Yeah, so overall, the driver with the most positions gained is Easton with 8 positions after starting at the back of the grid.
Oh yeah. Easton's had a good race there. I don't know who Skadushi's engineer is if he's got one, but tell him come out of AI mode. Blazer got a penalty for speeding under the safety car in AI mode. Oh, mind you, we won't do now. They're behind it, it's okay, ignore me.
No shows another 5 seconds, so that's 10 seconds if I'm correct.
Didn't see that. Was that for corner cutting or collision?
Exceeding track limits, yeah.
The track limits under the safety car are terrible. Slightest corner cut that you might not even get a warning for the speed you're going at in the race. It gives you a penalty.
So, penalties so far, it's no shoals with 10 seconds, and that's it. There's a lot of warnings throughout the grid though. All of them, well, most of them from exceeding track limits. But in the first lap or two, it was collisions, which is expected in these conditions.
See, this is new territory, so I don't know if the safety car is going to stay out until the weather slightly improves, or if it's going to do its usual 2 to 3 laps, or...
Half 5 second collision with Vettel. I saw that happen as well. I thought he were going to get wing damage.
I never understand that, receiving a penalty for collisions under the safety car. Now,
Yeah.
I did get one myself. 2 seconds. Yeah, so what I was saying is, sorry.
Safety car's coming in this
mine,
lap.
bloody hell, that's quick. Mine was for the slightest of touches. But you should always give, and it was my own fault, because you should always give the car in front enough space and not be directly behind them.
Got 5 seconds. Yeah, it's the driver behind who's important of not colliding in safety cars, if I'm correct.
Yeah, it's the responsibility of the driver behind to not hit the car in front.
We got an update from Button saying there was debris just after the hairpin, which could be why there was a safety car.
Hush is gone, it's not got a bad run on Skunk either.
Right, safety
Anyone
car's
that's had a
coming
Porsche,
now.
don't it? Skunk's not going to be close enough. Let's have a look in the
Jake
midfield
has
somewhere.
pitted, he must have more wing damage.
Here's the closest, John Digweed in Easton. And Rhombus, John's made a slight mistake. Put Rhombus on him, put no shoals on him. Oh, we could be seeing a 3
No
wide
shoals
again
on
coming
Days,
down
the
into the
battling.
hairpin.
3 wide with the Williams now. Days keeps the
Is that
position going into the hairpin.
Caroon's having a look as well. On no shoals. Very opportunistic from him. He's made it stick as well. God,
Yeah, it's a risky corner to have on the inside of that fast right-hander.
Is Pigeon thinking of having a look at Rhombus? Safety car again.
What's happened here then? I think it might be the weather. Joined with the debris.
Oh,
Vettel's
Vettel's got to drive through.
It's the worst penalty to get. Yeah, so I think it might be debris joint with the weather.
I think it's just down to the weather, I do.
RSF and Vettel said at least 20 more minutes of heavy rain by Falcon.
Conditions are very poor, but they look to have I was about to say they look to have improved, but I don't think they actually have.
The drivers have kept it very clean between each other, even in these shocking conditions where you can't see the corner or the braking point.
8 laps in, we've still got all 20 drivers, so. I think Petronas, it's just down to the weather. Alpha Daff's in the pits. Jakey Jake, 5-second penalty exceeding track limits. See, you look at the front here now when we're talking about distances. You look at the distance the front three are keeping to each other. Loads and loads of space. And then as you start coming further back, you can see them closer and closer and tighter and tighter.
Man with a cash is saying that there's a safety car glitch and it keeps happening every few laps. He thinks. So, we hope not. But Easton now gained 9 positions.
Easton's having a great race. Safety cars in this lap. Let's hope we don't see it again next lap. Let's get on board with Skunk, see when Hush goes.
It's not been great for the racing points, has it?
No. Mansell's now picked up a penalty collision with the Devil.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people complain about how slow the lead car goes sometimes under the safety car.
Oh.
Do you know what? It's his prerogative to do what he wants.
Yeah, don't get started about that. Everyone started getting mad on Britain last week for me. Because I were leading, so I just held everyone up and then got an amazing start. Kind of annoyed everyone, but it's what it is.
At the end of the day, mate,
Someone's
as the lead
pitted
car...
after. No, they aren't.
Lando.
Yeah, they did. Mansell's got another 3-second penalty.
Easton's now up to 10th. Trunkmead is pretty close here to Hush. Don't think he's going to be close enough to have a look, but... Gary and Ozit. Lando, let's have a look how you're doing on them tyres, mate, because I think you made a mistake here. Oh, but has he? He was 10.2, 10 seconds behind. No Shoals had an instant, he just dropped 2. No.
Verstappen splitting the 2 racing points.
It's right on the cusp of Inters and Wets here, right on the cusp. Lando's not really gaining, but he's not really losing either. Anyone else made it? Vettel's made the call to go onto the Inters. This could be a great call from Vettel, you know. Where is he? Is he going on to Inters? This could be a great call from him. Because I'm looking at Lando. Oh, John Digweed, what's happened to John?
Vettel was having his
Must be
drive-through, he
2-1.
wasn't pitting. Safety car's out again.
It's out this time for a crash, though.
Yeah, yeah.
John Digweed's there in the wall. He's made a great mess of the barriers.
Because I was watching him, Vettel nearly clipped back of the safety car on his way on the pit exit.
Lando, if he can get on the back of this pack, could be in a really good position here because these Inters are working for him.
Yeah, it would have been good if Vettel was pitting instead of serving a drive.
Oh, Lando's left the session. Get Lando an invite back.
I'm inviting him.
I wouldn't be surprised, do you? I mean, all the engineers out there are going to be sat now with their drivers going, get in, put the inters on, put the inters on. I really thought it was a mistake from Lando, but it's looking like it could have been a great call. See what they do. Hush is staying out. Skunk's in. Dyslexic's in. Oh, Skunk. It's Skunk. Oh, Hush. Gary's in. The Devil's in. Oz is in. Mansell's carried on. Skadushi's in. Easton's carried on. Rhombus is carried on. Karoon's in. Pigeon's in. Jakey Jake's in. Verstappen's carried on.
Yeah.
No Shoals carried on. Zizu carried on. Aldaf carried on. Vettel's in. How many of these is Lando going to jump? Is he going to jump them all?
Oh, the Mercedes was double stacking. That's going to cost vital for us to do.
Lando's come out behind Gary and behind Skunk. Lando is net 3 at the minute. That early stop onto them inters has worked out fantastic for him. Oh, Karoon's put wets on. That's got to be a mistake. He'll be straight back in the pits this lap to put inters on, I'm certain of it. The question is now, what do you do with Hush? You know you've made a mistake. Do you just try and go further on the wets? Or
yeah, the safety car could be pitting this lap, so...
Don't think it'll be in this lap, it'll be one more lap. Hush must be sat there thinking, what have I done?
Yeah, it's going round another lap.
Yeah, Cash, that was a brilliant call from Lando, to be fair.
Easton made up 11 positions before everyone pitted.
Yeah, he's up into P3 at the moment, see what happens. Stayed out, Mansell stays out. Easton's made the decision to go in, he realised it's a mistake and cutting his losses. I think it's a good call from him, to be honest.
Yeah.
These inters are going to be so much quicker. Aldaf's also in the pits. This man right here with the call of the day so far, Lando. Perfect timing to get them inters on. Puts himself up into P3 with that call.
Yeah, that should be a new thing now. Driver of the day and strategist of the day.
Yeah, Kachao's got a new one as well that he wants to do tomorrow, but I want to mention it.
Which one's
I'll let
that?
him do it. You'll have to tune in tomorrow, mate, and find out.
I'm racing tomorrow, so guess I will.
I'll have a listen, mate. You never know, you could put yourself in contention for it.
Is it sportsman of the day? You just let everyone past.
Told you, mate.
Someone's
Tune in tomorrow, you
collided.
find out safety
I think
cars in.
Gary's got wing damage.
Oh, is that Lando?
Gary... No, he still has a full wing.
No, it was Lando. I saw the Devil go past Lando, so I wasn't sure where it happened.
Yeah. Bush holding up the pack again.
Oh, she's got another good restart. He's doing well on these restarts, to be fair to him. No Shoals is in, so he's obviously going to put the inters on. See, where's Skunk being? Skunk being is right up behind Mexis already. He's all over him. He's got to make this move very quickly. He's looking down into turn 2. Yeah, he's got the move done. He's going to want to get through these wets as quick as he can and get back up to Hush. Hush, meanwhile, is going to be praying and praying for more rain.
Mex is on the inside of Gary going into the hairpin.
Yeah, he's not
he
going
have
to
the
have the traction
traction
on
on
the
the
exit,
exit?
mate. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised to see Lando get him as well.
Staying on the racing line is proving majorly important.
Yeah,
to-
Lando's got him.
Yeah.
Max Zizu will be in this lap. Max Zizu's going to be the first one of the
Oh,
wet
he's
runners
on
that
wet, isn't he?
realises.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be the first one of the wet runners that now he's being swallowed up as like, shit, I've made a mistake here.
The top 4
So
on
he'll
wets
be in
as
this
well.
lap. Yeah, Skunk Bane, I've just jumped on board with Skunk Bane. The traction that he's got compared to these wet runners is unreal. I wouldn't be surprised if Skunk Bane is in the lead by the end of the next lap.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's coming through the final corner. He's already up and past Dazed Rhombus. And onto the back of Mansell. Yeah, he's got to get Mansell before turn 2.
Jake's done well so far. 3 pit stops and he's still in 10th.
Yeah, he'll be happy with that.
Mex went wide, so Ozza took advantage of that and gained a position.
Lando looking to make a move on Rhombus. He should get him down into the hairpin just on braking alone. Yeah, Rhombus is braking so much earlier. He's got to get Mansell as well.
Mex has taken out Ozza.
Oh no.
It's chaos.
Yeah, really struggling, these wet runners are. Mansell's down from 2nd to 5th. Hush has already been overtaken by Lando and Skunk. Any engineers, get your guys that are on wet into the pits for intermediates now. They're just wasting away out there at the moment.
Vettel is going to be having to pit now.
Yeah, Hush is in. Mansell's
Ozza
in.
surprisingly
Rhombus
is
is
not
in.
taking any damage.
Verstappen's in. Nice, there's a bit of a silver lining, but Hush has just absolutely thrown this race away.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Strategy is incredibly hard to judge in transition.
Yeah, I mean, they still stand a chance, but these guys now, they're so far. Hush is now 21.2 seconds behind the lead.
Easton, though, still 11 positions up. Same with Lando, who is on Inters.
Yeah, Hush has got to be looking at Easton now, because everybody else pitted as soon as the safety car come out and put Inters on.
Yeah.
Easton did one extra lap, then put them on. He's still in 9th.
Jake and Karum have done well, saying they've had 3 pit stops and the 5th and 6th.
Well, what we're looking at, position changes. Lando's up 11 positions. Jake's up 12, Karun's up 12, Easton's up 11. I mean, for me, obviously we're halfway distance, but for me, if the race finished now, how it is, driver of the day for me is Lando for that call.
Yeah.
So Hush has got to be kicking himself. He's down there in 13th on the intermediate tyres. He's got his championship rivals in Skunk Bane in 1st, Dyslexic in 4th, and Karuna in 6th. Not at all what he would have wanted for this race. He's been praying and praying for rain, and then he's made a poor call. I mean, Easton at the moment is all over the back of Skadoosh. He could be yet to gain more positions.
Yeah, Pigeon's looking for the move on Verstappen and going into the hairpin of S02. He's on the outside, so he should have traction, but he's gone for the switch.
He's gone for the switch back. Oh, nice. Very, very nice.
Nicely done with that.
That was a great move from Pigeon, to be fair. Great move. Verstappen then gets caught out on the brakes, runs a little bit wide, so he's dropped off the back of and give Pigeon the space. Not sure who Harvey is, but he says cheeky with in regards to the Pigeon move. Probably a little bit of a lull at the moment, mate. It's not a great deal going on now. I think they're giving us a couple of laps to breathe. What do you reckon?
Well, Karoom seems to be catching Jakey Jake a lot, because he was down by a fair margin earlier on. So in a couple of laps I think Karoon might have him.
Yeah, it's definitely something to be looking at.
Jake's got another 3-second penalty. You want me to run through penalties?
Not yet, mate. We'll catch up with him a bit later on.
Yeah.
Karoon's up past Jakey Jake. Oh, is that you, Braver? Is it Harvey?
I'm not the one commenting though.
Oh, is that your missus?
I don't know, and I don't have one. Probably
Right.
just a fanboy.
One of your mates is Harvey Stillisher fans only.
Yeah, that's my name, but it's not my account. That's probably why it says fans. But Karoon has
okay.
overtaken Jakey Jake and is now ahead by 1.5 seconds.
Yeah, I've just seen that. I'm just on board with Dyslexic at the moment. It's very close to Gary.
Oh yeah.
I mean, from what people are saying, we still have one more transition to go. We are going to transition to dries, I believe, at some stage. So, I mean, there's still a lot of spray.
Hey, King Tomo pointed out that Jakey Jake and Karoon have yellow fuel warnings.
Yeah, they'll be fine, mate. I'm no doubt that they've prepared for this in the race. They'll begin lean in certain stages, topping the fuel up. So,
But Karoon has conserved his ERS amazingly well. He's on 100%. Same with Dyslexic.
Yeah, Gary is smashing his CRS in as well at the moment. He's
Yeah.
down to 36%. That'll be purely from the fact he's trying to defend at the moment from Dyslexic.
Yeah, Dyslexic's just mainly conserving and then going for the move.
Dyslexic's gone for it down into the hairpin. Nice tie
Will he have
line on the
traction?
inside.
Yes, power slides across him.
I'm not sure. Gary's got the better traction. He's got
Ooh,
the
he's on
inside
his
line for the
inside.
right-hander.
He's backed out.
He's pulled out of it. It's probably a wide move from Gary, to be fair.
Yeah, it's hard to
Dyslexic's
get.
obviously the quicker driver at this stage.
Yeah, inside overtakes on this track seem to be a bit of a struggle for all drivers at the moment.
The Devil's now on the back of Jakey Jake. He's used an awful lot of ERS to get there though. Skunk being meanwhile at the front is now 3.1 seconds ahead of Lando. Hush making a move on no shoals. He's got that move done.
Will he make it stick? Yes, he will. No shoals.
Yeah, no
Backs
shoals.
out on the left-hander.
He thought about it. Pigeon's giving a watch of this behind. Damage limitation at this stage from Hush. The Devil could get a run here on Jakey Jake. Yeah, look at that closing speed. Somebody's running low wing still. That man's the Devil. Wow. Yeah, it has stopped raining, Roberts. We are going to dry tyres soon. Dyslexic now second behind Lando. Oh, Vettel speeding in the pit lane. Oh, don't do it, Vettel. Please tell me you're not doing it. It's too soon, Vettel. It's too soon. What are you doing?
DRS
is
is
it too soon?
enabled.
DRS enabled. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's called this perfect.
There's no
Yeah,
more...
he has done. Yeah, Skunk being is in. Lando's in. Dyslexic, Gary,
there's no
everyone's
more
in.
water coming off the wheels.
Karoon stayed out. That could have been because of Gary being in. I think he'd have probably lost less time double stacking. Stapping speeding in the pit lane. It's a very, very busy pit lane. Look at all the teams going to work there.
The Toro Rosso of Pigeons got held up by someone.
There'll be a few. Skunk, Lando, Dyslexic, Gary have all held their positions. Karoon is... I think he's already only got 6 seconds. 6 seconds to Skunk Beanie. See how quick that comes down. I'm sure he will have lost more time in the decision to do an extra lap than he would have done. Yeah, he's losing hand over fist. He's losing time here. He's going to drop well down the order. He could end up behind Easton and Jakey Jake in 8th. We've got to find out, but Skunk being has pitted, caught him right at the pit entry. Oh, he's got a 5-second time penalty. Where's he coming out? The Devil's going to get him. Jakey Jake and Easton, they should get him. What about Skadoosh? Should get out ahead of Skadoosh, I think, maybe.
Yes.
Skadoosh can have the speed on him.
Yeah, he's got the momentum, but he doesn't have enough. Off Dolph getting a 3-second.
Yeah. Dyslexic's closing now on the back of Lando. He's within DRS.
Easton overtakes Jakey Jake.
Ooh, Easton's having a great race, to be fair.
14 positions gained. There's a yellow flag at sector 1. I think it's the Renault of Vettel.
Dyslexic should make the move here on Lando. Yeah, look at that closing speed. He moves to the inside. Outbreaks him. Can he hold the corner? Oh, we can't. Oh, wow. How has Lando got no damage? Did you see that? Did you see that, Bravey?
No, I wasn't spectating Lando then.
No, he hit the back of Dyslexic that hard that his car bounced in the air, but he's got no damage.
Power of the Toro, so what can I say?
Skadoosh is
Polypod
right on the back of Karun.
Polypod was a Red Bull on the wing. Just so it never breaks.
Lando could be about to lose out to Gary as well. Vettel speeding in the pit lane. Yeah, he's retired from the session. I'm sick of seeing that from Vettel. Really, really am. I do a lot of practice sessions with Vettel, and he's actually really, really quick. Just never seems to put it together on a race day. Not expecting Lando to gain 7/10 under DRS, but you never know. Oh. Jake is not close enough to Easton. Skadoosh isn't close enough to Karun. Is Alpha close enough to Hush? Aldaff even, in the Alpha. Yes, not. Pigeon and Ozzy, they're going to be going at it, come down the hairpin. Pigeon's gone to the outside, he's going to look to sweep round. Ozzy holds the position, they're going to be doing battle again, coming into the right-hander. Ozzy has the inside line. I think Ozzy's just going to hold off Pigeon here. Oh, this is some great battling. Look at this, side by side, not one bit of contact from the two of them, but he's well deserved. That was some great driving between the two of them. To go through that section and not even bang wheel.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's amazing.
Let's get back towards the front. Lando's managing to stay within DRS and Dyslexic, which is going to be important to him. Right, Brave, it's that time. What are we looking at penalty-wise?
Alright. So we've got no shows on a 5 second, no shows on a 5 seconds to 10 second penalty. Alf 5 second penalty. Dyslexic and Mex on a 5 second. Jake 5 seconds.
If you go on race, press start, go on race director and click on the individual driver, you'll be able to look at their individual penalties. So do that and start at the front with Skunk.
Skunk Burner, 2 warnings. Dyslexic has a 5 second penalty and 2 warnings. RSF1 Lando, 1 warning.
Have the 5 seconds been served? If they've pitted after they've got the 5 seconds, they will have been served.
Dyslexic has not has served it, yeah. Right, so Gary. Penalty and warning, which is probably a 3 second penalty, which hasn't been served.
Yeah, they will be. The 3 seconds won't have been served.
The Devil, a penalty and warning, so 3 second penalty.
Yeah.
Easton, 2 warnings. Karun, 3 warnings, and a 5-second which has been served. Skadoosh. 5 warnings and a 3-second penalty. Jakey Jake. 5 warnings, a 5-second penalty which has been served, and 2 3-second penalties, and another 2 warnings. Hush. 2 warnings. Alf 3-second penalty
Hush,
and
Jake.
4 warnings. Pigeon, 2 warnings. No shows, a 3-second and another 2 3-seconds, so it's 9-second penalty.
That'll do there, mate. We're far enough back.
Yeah.
I'm just watching Lando. After Dyslexic got past him, he just cannot drop Lando for love nor money. Lando just won't go away.
Ozza just got a 3-second penalty.
I feel sorry for Ozzy. Every week he shows good pace, and every week something happens. Not close enough again. Alpha Daff and Hush having a look on Alpha.
Dyslexic's locked up. It's not enough to make Lando help him getting the move done.
Jakey Jake seems like a sitting duck. I don't know what wings he's running, but they're really, really not working for him. Oh, he's gone for the move back up the inside. Runs wide, bit of contact there. I don't think Jakey Jake quite got his braking done. He's doing his best to defend there, but he's obviously got a full wet setup on and he's just got no straight line speed. The speed of which Hush caught him up then was unreal. That'll be why he's falling down the order. A lot of these guys, what they will have done, Bravey, is they will have probably started with
Collision.
Oh, Hush hits the back of him.
Hasn't got any damage, but Jakey Jake's having to gone on the grass. Still
Come
wheel
on,
to
Hush, give that
wheel.
position up. You're taking it unfairly.
Alf tries to make it on the
This is-
outside, and
Yeah, this is
Jakey Jake's
it's
lost 2
very
positions.
dirty that between both of them. It's not clean driving. Hush touched him, then should have given him the space, in my opinion. Just racing etiquette, but we'll leave that for the stewards.
Alf making the move on Hush down the straight. Touched again, but there's still no
Yeah,
damage.
Jake's still in there. He's not too bad that. A bit, you know, I can live with a bit of wheel banging, a bit coming together. He's
Yeah.
not the end of the wheel. It happens, but
Kabuna's got another 3-second
Hush is
penalty.
obviously extremely agitated. Probably hit himself.
Yeah,
It's probably
he had the race in
he's
the bag,
probably
but
been a
then
bit more
just
aggressive. Yeah. He is obviously quicker than these guys who's in around at the moment, but I mean, Jakey Jake's sticking with him. Ozza's coming into this battle. To keep battling how they are, Pigeon won't be far off. Come on now,
Hush
Hush,
is trying-
be clever about this. Sitting behind him, that's it.
he'll have him here now then. He's also got the exit.
Now you go on the attack. Not only has he got the exit, he's got the line as well. He's got the
Yeah.
inside line. Should be an easy move for him at this stage. He sweeps over to cover the inside line. Oh, Ozzy! Where have you come from, mate? Yeah, see that there, that from Hush, great move.
Yeah,
Great
that's how the
move. That's
move's
what you
done.
expect to see
Yeah.
from RSF1's F1 champion from last season. You know, taking his time, Stayed behind him at turn 2. Got him for got him coming down into the hairpin, turn 4, sorry, and covered his line off. That's what you expect from him. That's the sort of driving that made him champion. Battle going on though now for the final 2 podium positions between Dyslexic, Lando and Gary. Lando, this is the closest I've seen Lando since Dyslexic got past him. Can he make the move and make it stick? Dyslexic goes defensive to the inside, Lando on the outside, under braking. Gary's just watching this. Good defence again from Dyslexic. Lando has got the better traction. Probably going to have to give that up there though. No, he's not. He's held in there. He's looking for the inside line, is he? Yeah, he is. Oh, slight corner cut. He's all over Dyslexic. I'm not used to seeing Dyslexic struggle like this. What's going on back here again?
Oz is going real towards with Jakey Jake for P11.
Jakey Jake. Going around the outside. Jakey Jake
Oz
puts
is
the
giving him
corner.
plenty of space there.
Yeah, so was Jakey Jake, to be fair to him. Jakey Jake actually cut the corner to give Oz more space.
Yeah.
Good battling, boys. Good battling. Oz gets the position in the end, but great battling. Good respect from 2 drivers. It's what you like to see.
Yeah, it's what I want to
Let's
see,
get
isn't
back
it, really?
Gary and Lando. Dyslexic.
Last lap of the race. Gary seems to be closing on Lando.
Ooh, yeah, Gary's going to have a look at Lando for the final podium position. Going around the outside, Lando's got the inside. Oh, a little bit of a touch, nothing too major. Keep going, boys, keep going, good lads. Of course they do, it's the final podium position. Who doesn't want it? He's going to get the move done though here, Gary is. He's now got the inside line, that should complete the move for him. Back to Aldaf and Hush. Aldaf's got Hush as well for P9 at the moment. Hush is going to look to do him on the brakes, runs wide, the touch.
Wheel banging again. He's going to have to pull out here.
Hush is in behind, yeah. Sorry, Skunk, he's coming over now to the line to take P1. Great race from him, great call from him, great drive from him. Don't know what more can really be said for Skunk that race. He takes P1 for the Alpha. Dyslexic comes across the line in
Lando
P2
takes 4th
for
place.
Mercedes. Yeah, Gary P3, Lando P4. The Devil 10 seconds behind this battle. Looks like he's going to come over to take P5. Oh, Easton jumps up to P5. Sorry, Devil P6.
One with another
P7.
5 seconds.
Skadoosh jumps up to 7. Yeah, Skadoosh up to 7. Karoon down to 8. Aldaf 9. Hush 10. Oz at 11. Jakey Jake 12. Oh, Pidgey Munch jumps Jakey Jake into 12th. Down to 13th. No shows. Days Rombers comes over in 14th. No shows down to 15th. Mansell 16th. And Mexzu is still driving around yet. He's going to come over to finish. Right, we've got to talk about driver of the day now.
Well, Easton did put a great performance. 15 positions. But the call for Lando to pit early is just shocking.
Right, guys, in the chat, get your votes in. Driver of the day is either Lando, who takes P4, or my pick for driver of the day is Easton, who takes P5 up 15 positions. With no penalties. Both of them got no penalties. Hold on, if they both got no penalties and Gary and Lando were so close, how did Lando finish behind him?
Just share driver of the day. We're getting a lot of Landos.
Yeah.
But same with Easton.
Getting a few Eastons as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm confused here because Gary and Lando were so close. Gary got a penalty, but Lando didn't. So I don't understand how Lando's ended up plus 8 seconds behind. 9/10 behind Gary.
It's six Lando votes to 3 Easton. But yeah, great drive from Easton, like 15
So, do you want to get
positions.
Skunk, Dyslexic?
Yes.
Skunk won't join, he's got no mark, sorry. Dyslexic,
Oh, yeah.
Gary, and
Well, we could invite him for him to send a message.
Lando and Easton. I feel it's unfair to not give them a joint
Yeah,
driver of the
yeah.
day today. Easton's gained 15 positions, got no penalty, come home P5. Lando started 13th on the grid, finished 4th, gained 9 positions. So, but Skunk Miner takes your win. Dyslexic guy, damn it, I'm not scanned down to the bottom, I'm going to get in trouble. Boom, got it at the end. So, yeah. There's your drivers, boys.
Is that everyone? Guys, make sure you've ticked the box for your audio.
So we should have Dyslexic, Gary, Lando, and Easton.
Yes.
Have you all ticked your boxes, boys?
Yeah, all good.
Good lads. Right, we're going to start with the joint driver of the day. The reason I've given the joint driver of the day is because I feel like Lando, for his call to go on the Inters, when you watch the stream back, mate, you'll find out that I was adamant that was the wrong call, and I saw very, very quickly that it wasn't. The difference between the wets and the Inters when you made that call was nothing. There was no difference. Also, Easton. Who's that from? Lando. Also, Easton, joint driver of the day with you as well. He started the back of the grid. He was up 15 positions and finished in P5. I don't remember talking about him a great deal during the race for moves and whatever else, but still, you know, we drove a solid race and got himself up there. So, Lando's got no mic. If you want to drop me a message, Lando, in Discord, because I think it'll be easier, just a little bit about your race, mate. I'll read it out in a second. Easton, obviously we spoke to you at the end of Q3. Point was your hope. P5 must have been a dream for you, mate. Well done. How are you feeling?
I still don't know how I pulled it off. When Ozza came in the pits under a safety car for the inners, I thought, oh, that's annoying because I'd lose so much time, but I managed to gain a couple of positions out of it, surprisingly. And I just kept it clean and consistent the rest of the race. And I'm very happy with P5, to be honest with you.
You did brilliant, mate. I don't remember really seeing you make many overtakes during the race. It seems that it was just a case of you were consistent, you made the right call at the right time, and you know, it just promoted you up there. You kept out of the penalties, and you did well, mate. Great drive from you. Did you find yourself battling much, or was it just a case of keeping consistency?
I didn't really find battling that much. There's incidents I avoided. Well, there's a pile up under when it was monsoon rain at the hairpin that I managed to avoid, which did promote me up a fair few positions as well, which also helped. But it was a great race anyways, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, man, well deserved P5. I'm sure you enjoyed it. Braver, any questions for Mr. Easton?
No, not really. Other than, well done on a great race.
Thank you.
Bravery, do you want to take Mr. Gary, who took P3, mate?
Yeah, okay. Gary, are you here, yeah?
Yeah, I'm here.
So, how were you feeling before the race in qualifying?
Oh, wasn't really looking forward to the rain. Felt a bit more confident in the dry. But I wasn't too sure what to do in my front wing.
Yeah.
But,
Did you take some damage
worked out pretty well. Raised up my front wing to 4 and raised up the right height a wee bit, and that was about it. Hey. And then I dropped it back down whenever the dry weather came out.
Well,
I actually think Lando should be in P3 because he had no penalties, and somewhat it says that he finished 8 seconds behind me. But I had 3-second penalty, so Lando should have definitely jumped me. So I don't know if it was a game or what, but I think Lando should be P3 to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely something we'll look into. That I did notice that. A
everyone
few
seems to
others
be
did as well.
talking about it in the chat.
Go on, Brady,
Good.
mate. You're right. Sorry.
No, that's it really. So yeah, well done on getting P3 or P4. But great race.
Cheers.
Yeah, great race from you, Gary. Obviously, at the moment it's P3. As you know yourself, that could change. It's something that I'm sure the stewards in the standings will look into. But either way, to be up there after mixed conditions, plenty of safety cars, you must be ecstatic to be up there, regardless. I'm guessing, mate.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I'll take the points, if it's P3 or P4. It's pretty hard to get in the top 5 in this, so you kind of need some type of wee mix up in the weather or safety car or something to pull you up into the top ones. But my pace was pretty good. Once it dried up, I was fit to stick with Dyslexic and Lando. So I was happy enough.
Yeah. Well done, mate. Well done. Brave, I've just knocked the chat off and realised that what Skunk's put in there will probably disappear. Have you still got the chat on?
Yeah, he's put in
Twitch.
you want me to read it out or?
We'll come. No, we'll come to it in a minute, mate. I'm just going to drop back
Dyslexic first.
to Quexor just for a second. Lando. He's messaged me. Great race for myself. Made the right calls on tyre strategy. Had really good pace with the wet setup. Bit gutted to finish P4. Kicked out mid-race, so probably would have been further ahead after the inters, but the best result of the season so far. Fantastic race overall from all drivers. Congrats to Skunk. Well-deserved race win. So that's how Lando feels about his joint driver of the day award with Easton. And as we know, that could yet change to P3. Obviously, that's something we'll leave down to the stewards and the standings team. Obviously, we'll move on. I'll move on to Dyslexic. Dyslexic, I mean, P4 is probably not what you're hoping for. Hey, mate. P4 is probably not what you're hoping for in quali.
Oh no, I was fine with it, mate. I mean, you've seen my qualifying. I haven't been qualifying really that well, but I just seem to have better race pace. I'm just looking for fun, mate. I am, so it was fun again.
Good lad. Obviously, in the end, you managed to get back up and finish P2. I'm thinking about this now.
It was a bit tricky, mate. I had front wing damage. I got a 5-second stop-go penalty as well. It was.
Did you have a penalty at the end?
Yeah. Well, no. I served a 5-second penalty. Because I got. They all slowed down at the front. It must have just been me misjudging it. I just went into the back of Skunk. So I got a 5-second penalty, but I obviously served it when I pitted. So I had front wing damage as well. So I was lucky to stay in third at the start, to be honest.
You did well in the end, mate. It was a bit of a quiet race for you, and then you sort of come to life. As soon as
fair, it was a bit for me
when
we were driving in the wet. It was just absolute chaos. I mean, I don't know how I even really drove. It was like in the middle of dry setup and wet setup to me. I was more leaning towards dry because I figured when it dries up, that's going to be the best time to make time. Because I knew I could, as long as I could drive it, it was drivable in the wet. You know, I knew I could keep up.
Yeah, you did well, mate. I was expecting that when you got past Lando and you got up into P2, I'm thinking, right, he's got to pull away now, and he maybe, just maybe, could catch Skunk being up, but Lando just did not Lando out of the sides.
Well, it's one of those tracks, again, isn't it, with like, you know, the free DRS zones and stuff, and obviously Lando's not slow, is he? So, you know,
No,
both Gary and Lando were keeping up. To be fair, I was just thinking, as long as I'm coming second, good points, Unity, I don't know, was having a bit of a chaotic race, so, you know, I was happy where I was. As I said, it was just a mega fun race, so I had loads of stuff thrown at me, and managed to somehow bring it back.
Glad you enjoyed it, mate. Well done, P2. Braver, any questions for Dyslexic, mate?
Thanks for getting the Mercedes some points.
It's no problem. I mean, I have quite a lot of them, to be honest, mate. If you look on the standings. But obviously, also good job to Element as well. He got 7th, and I screwed him over in the pits because I had that 5-second stop go, so he had to sit behind me.
All right, okay. Yeah, he's Alan's just put in the chat. Jake Merck, stop showing off.
Yep, that's me.
So, but no, good race from you, mate. Braver, do you want to take away with what Skunk put in the chat, mate?
Yeah. Skunk said, great race, so tense. Hush had me on traction in the wet, so that's an area I need to get stronger at. Feel sorry for Hush, but at the same time, it's great for me in the title battle. Team Alpha smashing it week in, week out through all divisions.
Hashtag screw Alpha. Too far.
Whoa.
No, Skunk had a great race. He held in there all the way through. Obviously with Hush, made the right call when he went to the tyre strategy. So, no, he's done really well. But yeah, great race from everyone. Skunk takes the win, followed by Dyslexic in P2. Gary's in P3, although due to penalties, that could change. Moving on to next week, we'll start with you, Dyslexic. We are going to Hungary. How are you feeling around there?
I'm feeling alright. I remember last season. I think I started 4th or something. I think I came 3rd. I think I've got some. I must have some pace around there. I'm just hoping for another fun race. So hopefully it's just the same again.
Yeah, hopefully, mate. Fingers crossed. Gary's gone anti.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who are we left with then? Just Easton.
Easton and Lando.
How are you feeling, Easton?
Oh, I love Hungary. One of my favourite tracks.
Top 3, top 5?
Maybe top 3 is a bit of a push. Hoping for top 6, hopefully. That'd be good. Top 6. Keep the points coming.
Yeah. Right. Anything you want to add, Bravey?
No, do you just hope it goes better than it did this week in qualifying?
Yeah. All right, guys. Do join us tomorrow. Wednesday night tomorrow. I'm not sure who is streaming, but I know on CoComs we definitely have Kachow. He wants to bring something new tomorrow, so keep an eye out, tune in, and keep a listen out. 8 o'clock, we join the F5, guys. Thanks for joining us tonight. It's been a great race, and we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.